Yo, what is going on, everybody? I'm Canada's Own, and we're rebuilding the Milwaukee Bucks today. This team, boy, are they not in good standing with me. They waived my boy, but maybe I should be grateful for him. They ended up waive and stretching Damian Lillard. Dame will now make $100 million over the course of 5 seasons from the Milwaukee Bucks. That is $20 million a year for 5 consecutive years. Now, because 2K doesn't have a waive and stretch feature where the money is actually used against you, I have gone ahead and added this guy. Harris Nwosu is just a random generated player from free agency. And I paid him 5 years, $100 million. Now, because of that, I will have the burden of rebuilding this team with a $20 million handicap on my books. I figure it's only fair that this team is bad and in cap hell, because that's what they're going to be. You've paid Myles Turner all this money. You've waived and stretched Damian Lillard, which is going to cost you even more money. So now you're paying what the equivalent of 40, call it, I'll look at exactly what Myles Turner is making in a second here. But you're paying significantly over market value for what Myles Turner provides. Myles, great defender, great shooter, a very good stretch big, but that's about it. So this first season, you're paying Myles Turner the equivalent of $45 million. Then it goes to 46, 47, and $48 million over the course of 4 years into his early 30s. I don't think Myles Turner is bad by any means, but do I think he is a $40+ million man? Absolutely not. Not even close. What do you do with this team? You can't trade Giannis. The city of Milwaukee would go up in flames if you traded Giannis. You can't dump Kyle Kuzma. Nobody wants him. So what I'm going to do is capitalize on our assets here. I'm going to re-sign our younger pieces. Chris Livingston, he did get a guaranteed deal, so I'll re-sign him to a guaranteed deal. But my goal is to basically just survive the Kyle Kuzma money. And then by the end of the Kyle Kuzma deal, we're going to have to re-sign Giannis, by the way. And then we're going to try and compete because we'll have $20 million come off the books. Doc Rivers, this was a bad hiring when it happened. Everybody knew that. Untouchables, obviously it's going to be Giannis, Myles Turner, Kyle Kuzma. We can't trade them. We cannot trade any of these guys. We can't trade Myles Turner until the Kyle Kuzma deal is done. Once that's done, then sure. But until then, we cannot move anybody. We are basically stuck with this team unless we want to trade anyone who comes off the bench. So, let's see how the month of October goes. I'm not feeling very optimistic. Immediately starting out the season, 1-4. So, we're going to sim to the deadline where we're going to try and recoup some draft capital, potentially talk to the Hawks about getting our first round pick back, and then maybe talk to the Pelicans about getting the rest of our swaps and look at Portland as well as a possible destination. So, we're going to do that. I will see you guys when we get to the deadline and we try and make those moves. If not, I'll just show you guys a summary when we get to the end of the regular season. Guys, we are so ass. We are so ass. This team is actually buns. We have 3 games left in the year. We're about to win less than 32 games. We won exactly 32. Did I see Chet win Depoy? That's new. I haven't seen Chet win Depoy yet. The T-Wolves just won 71 games. All-NBA second. We get Giannis on All-NBA second team. He averages 22.5, 10, 4.5. I don't know where his numbers go. It just doesn't make sense to me. Denny Avdia just made All-NBA third team. There's the Denny Sim engine. 23, 9, and 4. 50, 37, 81. Love it. Defensive teams. Giannis finishes 4th in Defensive Player of the Year voting. I don't mind that. And we don't have a single rookie appear here because, well, we don't have any rookies. We had Bogoljub Markovic, who didn't even get to play because we have a Giannis and a Bobby Portis in front of him. Julius Randle, Conference Finals MVP. Evan Mobley, Conference Finals MVP. And the T-Wolves get it done. Ant gets MVP and Finals MVP in the same season. Chris Paul is gone. All these guys, I believe, are gone. Russ is gone. Steph can come back. And where's Clay? Nah. Sorry, Paul George. You've got to keep playing, buddy. Sixers are cursed with you. Draft lottery. This is the big one. We're going to have to try and get our pick back somehow. Where are the Pelicans via us? The Hawks via Milwaukee is at 6. We have New Orleans at 14. The Hawks fall to 7, and we stay at 14. So we're going to have to try and work our asses off to get back to pick 7. I'm going to work on that right now, and I will see you guys when we have even the slightest little sliver of a chance. Alrighty, fellas. I am not entirely sure if this can go through, but if she does, I would love to swap Andre Jackson and Taurean Prince for, how did Andre play this year? He was actually pretty good. I'm going to try and swap Chris Livingston instead, because he kind of struggled. Oh. Do I have... There's no way. No, because that would have... Trade logic is on. Trade override is off. No, so that just went through. So let's look before draft night begins here. Is there a way? And I'd be willing. I'll totally move off AJ Green. If it gets me, like, anywhere close to a top pick. No, that's pick 6. I have pick 7. We'd have to look at, like, pick 3. Well, I don't want to... Who's their worst player? Is there somebody we can, like, snipe? Josh Green? Then we would take on money. Okay. Well, we're going to draft night. Maybe then we can try and trade up to the Hornets. The Heat have the first pick. Show me Charlotte at 5. I'll give you 14. And I'll give you AJ Green. Yeah, okay. So it's not happening. We're going to have to draft at probably Darren Peterson 1. AJ Ibanza 2. Booze 3. Dash Daniels 4. Jaden Quinton's 5. The Sixers get Nate Ament 6. This is the frustrating part. It might be Toure Yabusele time. I haven't gotten him before. Or is it Darius Akuff time? Hall of Fame. He's James Worthy. Elijah Arenas could be that kid. Dwayne Wade is his comp. How about Braden Burries? Donovan Mitchell. We take Elijah a lot. Draft best available. And I think that is going to be Toure Yabusele or Caleb Wilson, but we really don't need a 4. Darius Akuff or Toure? Who do we think? 6'2", 180. Could develop into an all-star. Good potential. Extremely smooth on the court. Smart player. Doesn't make mistakes defensively. Toure can score when posted up. Shows a good amount of upside. What are his attributes like? Doesn't shoot very well. Darius shoots well enough. Let's go with Darius Akuff. There's hopefully your point guard of the future. Who's available at 14 for us? Mikal Brown Jr. is there. Braden Burrs is there. Koa Pete is a guy who I'd be interested in. Let's pick him up. Now we look at the updated roster. We got 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 guys. The roster is full. Let's try and trade AJ Green. I don't think he's going to sim very well. I'll take 2 swap worse. Even though they're swap worse, it's still draft compensation. And now if I could flip Andre Jackson, I think I should. But he just played really well for us. A Wizards... Is that unprotected? It's there. I have to. Proposed trade. I want to see where our pick is going this year. We own our own pick. Is that what I saw? No, that's the Wizards pick. Where is our pick? Our 27 first is owned by Atlanta. Or no, that's owned by New Orleans, it looks like. Let's see what the Pels are doing. They own our pick. What do you guys need to just get it back? Bogolyub. Oh, they take on too much money. We are so cooked. I have to give up these probably. Oh. Okay. We're going to go to player progression. This team is not going to be good this year, and if they are, it's just because 2K is a garbage game and the sim is crazy. Myles goes up 1. Fascinating. Truly fascinating. Ryan Rollins is an 80. Tyler Smith and Bogolyub are both 77s. They're going to play this year. Koa Pete is going to be the backup small forward off the bench. Guy Santos, I'm not really interested in developing or anything like that. CJ and Nurk both regress, but that was expected. And this guy is literally just Damian Lillard's dead money. He's progressing. He goes up 2 overalls to a 64 from a 62. Going into next season, we own our own pick, so we could sell. We could fire sell it if we have to. Or if we want to. We truly don't really have to do anything. Giannis is going to test free agency, which is not good. Bobby Portis, I can't do that extension. No way. Yeah. Giannis is going to test free agency. That is the number 1 priority this offseason, obviously. We have to try and basically convince him that this team isn't going to suck. I'm going to start... You guys are out of your freaking minds to not play Darius Akuff. I'm going to start Ryan Rollins. Actually, I changed my mind. We're going to give him a good chunk of minutes, though, to play. Kuz isn't getting that many. Giannis can get 35, I guess. Nurk starting. Oh, Myles Turner is still hurt, so I guess Nurk is starting. Off the bench, we have both a Cuff Jr. and Koa Pete. That way they're getting minutes, our young guys. Myles Turner will be back eventually, I hope. Let's sim October. 6-game sample. We beat the Raptors, lose to the Lakers. Should beat the Nets. We do. I'm disinterested in that, although there was a first-round pick there. We are 4-2 to start. Maybe this will be the season where we turn around. Giannis is only averaging 19.5. Kuz is 15. 15 for Tyler Smith in the starting center role on very good efficiency. 14-4 for Ryan Rollins. I don't hate that. Bobby P is averaging 13-8. He's a guy who could get moved this year. At $15 million, he could net us a pretty nice return, especially with control. 10-5 for Darius Acuff. How's Koa Pete been? 5 and 5.5. I don't mind it. And then Bogiub is 6-4, 2 assists, half a block. He'll get there. He'll get there, I hope. And then Nurk is 5-3 with almost a block a night on garbage efficiency. Yeah, we're going to simulate to the deadline now. I will see you guys when we get there because we're going to try and make some moves and recoup some draft capital as we continue to sell and build for the present / a year or two in the future. One eye on the future, one eye on the present. Moving forward, I will see you guys when we get there. Let's start tanking. Alrighty, fellas, we are at the trade deadline here. You're going to see the record in a second here. You're going to be surprised, I promise you. I'm not going to tell you if it's good or bad, but Kyle Kuzma, final year of his deal. I figure $19 million, I think somebody would take him at the production he is giving us right now. It's about 13 a game, 4 boards on 46, 38, 78 splits, playing about 27 odd minutes a night. I think he could fetch us, maybe not something great, but something, if that makes sense. Just something. Like a Ty Jerome and a Brandon Clark. Rob Will is there, Moses Moody is there, and Corey Kispert is there. I think if I could even get off of the Kuz money with picks, I'd be really happy. De'Aaron Fox and for Bobby Portis and Kuz is crazy. DeJounte is there again. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to move him. These deals aren't fair to the other team, so I'm not gonna do it. We will, however. Whoa. There we go. We're going to move Bobby P. He's been, oh crap. He's been way too good this year, averaging 11 and 6.5 on 48, 40, 81 splits. He's got another year of control on a very below average salary for a guy providing that kind of value. This is a guy who plays pretty well. I'm going to give Atlanta Bobby Portis. Oh, but I forgot Malik's making $14 million. See, Malik Beasley on a minimum, he looked great when he was putting all them threes in the basket this past year in Detroit. But not on a minimum, he looks a little I don't want to have to give up a pick, though. They counter with the swap best. No way I'm doing that. I'll give you this. Whoa. There we go. I'll get rid of that swap. I'm not worried about the swap. Now, what is good is we add a guy in Lou Dort who can come in and start or play off the bench with the same amount of minutes as Gary Trent, who's having a great year. On the season, however, Darius Acuff is now the starting point guard. He was playing far, far better than Ryan Rollins for about the 50-game stretch that we've had. We are 32-20, third in the conference, 7th in the NBA. And we are moderately selling at the deadline. Surprised? Not really. Again, top priority was shedding a little bit of cap, save some money, get Giannis back, convince him, be like, look, we've got the assets now. We can go out, we can make moves. We're going to pass the trade deadline. We're going to go to the end of the regular season. There it is. We could secure, oh my gosh, we might secure the 50-win mark. Got to win a lot down the stretch here. 49, 50, 50 and 32. Ant wins back-to-back MVPs. Booz is the Rookie of the Year. AJ Dubance is Sixth Man of the Year. Wemby Depoy. Colin Murray Boyle is most improved. Steph, Clutch Player of the Year. Chris Finch and the T-Wolves win 66 games. Giannis makes All-NBA second team. I don't know why his scoring is so down, but so be it. His numbers are still very, very good. Shot a mighty 65% from the field this year. Nobody else on the All-NBA teams. Jalen Johnson in Atlanta. Wow, that's a cool one. Defensive teams, Giannis makes all defensive second team barely. Rookie teams, we had Darius Acuff finish 4th in Rookie of the Year voting, and we had Koa Pete finish 8th. I will take that all day. That is big progression for my guys coming in this offseason here. We get the Pacers, a division rival, arguably each team's biggest rival. They've got no Tyrese Halliburton, it looks like. Let me show you guys the stats before we get started here. The player stats on the year, it was Giannis leading the way, Myles Turner, Kyle Kuzma, Tyler Smith started in Myles Turner's absence this year. He was great. Darius Akuff was great in the 48 games that he started as well. Ryan Rollins was fine, picked it up towards the end of the year. Gary Trent was great, shot the lights out from three. Lou Dort, same thing, good defense, good offense. Bogolyub Markovic improved heavily this year, which is very nice to see. Koa Pete, you guys saw, much, much better. Yusuf Nurkic and CJ McCollum got some run, but were so bad that I took them out. Harry Nwosu played 4 games somehow this year. Yeah, he was a plus 0.5, so pretty valuable player for us. Now, for the playoffs, I don't trust Ryan Rollins. I don't really trust Bogolyub. And now I'm starting Lou Dort because he's a better defender. That is strictly the reason why. I need the defense on the perimeter, especially with Lou Dort. We win the first game as a result. Gary Trent took it to heart. 25 points in 24 minutes. He vastly outplays Lou Dort, who had 9, 6, and 2 on a block, 3 of 5, 2 of 3. Giannis has a really bad game, very passive. Game number 2 against Indiana. That is why he was hurt. Game 2 against Indiana, we win. Oh my God, Myles Turner was the man against his former team. He was hating him. 14 of 19, 7 of 10. Killed him. Tyler Smith was 8, 12, and 2. 4 of 13. I like the confidence. I want him to keep shooting. We do lose the first one in Indy, though. Kuz leads the way. Bad game for Myles. He gets rattled in the home floor, former home floor. We lose both in Indiana. And Myles, again, struggles. 5 of 11, 1 of 7. Lou Dort was fine. Tyler Smith is getting killed by Pascal. Game 5. We do win at home. Behind Myles Turner, Tyler Smith, and Kyle Kuzma, all going north of 20 points. Game 6 in Indiana. Oh my goodness gracious, we won a playoff series without Giannis. Cade, Herb Jones, Asar Thompson, Ron Hall, and Jalen Duren. We have the better center, arguably equal power forwards. Definitely the worst small forward. The better 2-guard, more complete at least offensively. And obviously Cade is going to kill Darius Akuff on the perimeter. But let's see how game 1 goes. We win the first in Milwaukee. We split at home. We head to Detroit and take the first. We lose the second. We go back to Milwaukee. Giannis is back. And we won game 5. Oh my goodness gracious. We get a little bit of breathing room in game 6 here against Detroit. And we win on the road to go to the conference finals against the 8-seeded New York Knicks. It's Kat, Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Giannis, Kuz, Myles Turner, Lou Dort, Darius Akuff. They've got their work cut out for them, but can we take a lead? We take the first in Milwaukee. We split at home. We lose the first 2-1 deficit. And Giannis is done for the year. Giannis has to watch from the sidelines. We go down 3-1, back to Milwaukee, and it ends in 5. Giannis, 2 major injuries in a playoff run after a spotless regular season, and the T-Wolves get it done in 4 games. Ant goes back-to-back with the Timberwolves. Brook Lopez hangs it up, but he's coming back. A lot of these guys are going to be able to come back, I think. Yeah, a lot of these guys we're going to be able to bring back, thankfully. Everybody else, though, if you didn't play in the NBA last year, you're getting banished to retirement. That is frustrating. We make a run all the way to the conference finals. We have that Wizards pick at 7. Does it jump up? No, it falls to 8. Only in 2K. We've got to look at a guy like Gary Trent has expired. Do we think Lou Dort is the man going forward at the 2-guard spot? Or do we commit to trading Lou Dort and pick 19 for Isaiah Joe? I don't trust Isaiah Joe in the sim, though, is the problem. Ty Jerome, Malik Beasley, Trey Mann, Walker Kessler is still available. Kevin Durant is there to come play with Giannis. Derek Lively, Nick Claxton, Jamal Murray is there. That's definitely a point guard that we could use. He's actually a shooting guard that we could use because I would change him to a 2. He just averaged 23 and 5 in Denver. Those are pretty elite 2-guard numbers. I'm going to take advantage of the Jamal Murray trade. We're going to trade 19 and Lou Dort for Jamal Murray. Jamal is expensive. I know he is expensive. We're talking to Charlotte because... Actually, let's look at the mock drafts here. Who just went? Caleb Holt just went 1. You've got Miranen, Stokes, McCoy, Richardson, Hugo, and Ariza still on the board. I would love to luck into a guy like Hugo or Brandon McCoy. If we could get Brandon McCoy, if he falls to 4, I'm trying to trade for him. He goes 2, so he's going to back up LaMelo, I guess. Kevin Durant and Draymond Green from the Lakers to the Celtics for the 3rd overall pick. And they take Teron Stokes. Don't take Hugo. Now the 4th overall pick for Walker Kessler and a swap best. And they take Mika. Don't take Hugo. Oh my, I have to talk to OKC. OKC's going to take Hugo. Damn, man. Taj Ariza is available, and he's definitely not a bad pick, so I think we might roll with Taj here. Because our small forward core is going to be Koa Pete and him. So, we're taking Taj. There it is. Taj Ariza at pick number 9, or 8, I mean. He's a 77 overall at 19 years old. So, we're going to have our ones, Jamal Murray and Gary Trent, Koa Pete, Taj Ariza, Giannis, Myles Turner, Tyler Smith. We need a 3rd string center and a backup 4. Very, very badly. Let's try and pick up Kawhi. Do we want Kawhi, or do we go with a guy like Rui? Kawhi or Rui? Keegan Murray is also available. Derek Jones is available to play the backup 3. I got to look at what we need for real, though. Because we might need a starting point guard or a bench point guard. So we need a 1. We need a backup 2. We need a 3. We definitely need a backup 4. We need a starting caliber 3, I think. You know what? We're going to let the young guns roll it. We need Giannis. We need a backup 4. We need someone to back up Giannis. We need... Centers are good. We need a 3rd string 1, a shooting guard, a small forward, and a backup power forward. A backup... Taurean Prince, 2 years on the minimum to back up Jamal. Taurean Prince does not sign with us. Damon Terry, how's he play? He doesn't, usually. But when he does, he actually wasn't that terrible in Chicago. Let's put him on a 2-year deal, see if they match it. They don't. So now the roster looks like Ryan Rollins, Darius Acuff, Tyus Jones. We're going to move on from Ryan Rollins. You just took him 18th overall? I don't want him. Give me the pick instead. And give me this one. Oh, 2 first-round picks for Ryan Rollins. Are we for real? Giannis, Myles Turner, Jamal Murray. Darius Acuff goes up 8. 82 for Gary Trent. 81 for Tyler Smith. 81 for Koa Pete now. 79 for Kawhi. Dropping 5 is nasty. Bogoyub's a 79. Tyus Jones is a 78. I just dropped my controller on the ground. Now Tyrese Maxey is there. And then we've got, who else is here? Dalen Terry's holds tight. 72, and this Harris Mosu guy keeps getting better. We're getting our ass kicked by the Dame wave because it's only 2 years in. Let's see what Jason Kidd cooks up for us here. It's going to be Darius Acuff, Jamal Murray, Koa Pete, Giannis, Myles Turner. Gary Trent does not need that many off the bench. Actually, I'm going to prioritize Tyler Smith off the bench. And then I'm going to change Kawhi to a 3. Yep, I'm changing Kawhi to a 3. And then we've got... Oh, no. Taj Ariza's got to play. What are we doing, guys? Taj Ariza is absolutely playing. I just drafted him freaking 8th overall. Let's dump Kawhi before the season starts. We're going to pretend we never signed him. Kawhi Leonard was never here. Somebody's going to give me a first-round pick for him. There's the first-round pick I was looking for. A top 5 protected Bulls pick. What else is available? Is anything available? Jarris Walker from the Spurs. A 2nd in Jackson Hayes. I think we're going to have to do this one. You know what? I'll do it. How much is PJ Washington making? 8.7. We could. I bet you we could dump PJ. Let me dump PJ, and then I'll stop flipping assets. There it is, right there. 2nd rounder for Trey Jones. There, we got brothers on the team now. You got Trey. Oh, I forgot I traded Tyus. So never mind. There are not brothers on this team. Instead. It's just Trey Jones now. He's going to get 10 minutes a night off the bench. 10-man rotation for the regular season. Let's see how the month of October goes, and then I will get you out of your guys' ears and get back to simulating. And there it is. 5-0. 6-0, forgive me, to start. But we just lost Tyler Smith. So now Nurk has to play big minutes off the bench. I'll see you guys at the deadline where we try and load up, or we're going to go straight to the playoffs. Alrighty, boys. Realism might go out the window here if this trade gets accepted. Oh, my freaking God. What on earth just occurred here? Are we for real? That was a real life trade I just made. Let's go make some moves here. We've got a Trey Jones now who can be traded, as well as our own first in 2031. That's a small forward. That's Nikola Vucevic and Kawhi Leonard from the Bulls. So what I would do is remove this. Then we have to make up $4.5 million, 6.6 million. I saw Koa Pete's making 6.1. That's the problem. We're cooked. That trade isn't going through. Let's try it again with Trey Jones. Let's see what we can get. We need a center and a backup shooting guard. Remember, Isaiah Joe is there. How's he been playing? Holy crap. Might be the guy. Isaiah Joe. Ty Jerome has been fine. Let's look at the center market. Jackson Hayes is just solid. I don't need a great backup center. I just need a solid one. Zach LaVine is there. He's definitely a productive backup too. And we'd pick up James Harden. I mean, then we'll take Mr. Harden and attach him to this pick, as well as Dalen Terry. I think we're going to do Dalen Terry as well. Let's find us a center. I don't know, is Day'Ron Sharpe really even worth the first round pick? 5. He's making 5. Wait a sec. Oh, give me your cheapest. Oh my gosh. I don't want to do the pick. I don't want to do the picks. I don't want to do the picks. Fine, I'll do the pick. I'm going to go to the end of the regular season. We are, what is that, 56 games into the season now? 41-15. I'll see you guys when we get to the playoffs. Hopefully as that 1 seed. Maybe even the best team in basketball. More wins than last year. We are in cruise control to the end of the season here. 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. 62-20. Cooper Flagg is your MVP somehow. The 1 seed out east. We get the Atlanta Hawks in the first round. Jordan Poole, Dyson Daniels, Zachary Zache, Jalen Johnson, and Onyeka Okongwu. Do we think we outmatch the Atlanta Hawks in round 1? On paper, we should. On the player stats for the year, Steph, 22, 2.5, and 5. Giannis, 21, 9, and 5. Jamal, 16, 2.5, and 5. Tyler Smith was 14.5 and 5. 13.5, 2.5, and 7.5 for Darius Akuff. Holy cow. Koa Pete was 11 and 8 with 3 assists in the starting small forward role, mind you. Let's see how game 1 in Milwaukee goes. We do take it by 13 points. Game number 2, we win as well. We head to Atlanta. We win the 3rd. We get it done in 4. You'll love to see it. We get the Pistons in round 2, who beat us last year after Giannis got hurt. Or did we? No, we beat the Pistons last year. I can't remember who we lost to now. We lost to, was it the Cavs? We beat the Pacers. We beat the Pistons. Was it the Cavs? It was the Cavs, because then they lost to Minnesota. Cade, Mikal Bridges, Asar Thompson, Ron Holland, and Brooke Lopez. An old friend, Brooke Lopez, visiting us. Game 1, we win by 15. How did Brooke play? He was fine. 2 blocks. Game 2, we win as well. We head to Detroit. We win the 3rd, and we sweep Detroit as well. We get the Cleveland Cavaliers in the conference finals. On the other side, it's Utah and OKC. The Cavs run out the same starting 5 that they always do. Game 1, we win. Game 2, we lose. We finally drop a game. And it was because Jamal had an off night, and Taj Ariza had an off night, and Zach LaVine had the worst night. Game 3, we win. In Cleveland for Game 4, we win as well. Game 5, back in Milwaukee. We're through to the NBA Finals in year 3. AJ Dagbansa, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Kaysen Wallace, Chet Holmgren, and Thomas Sorber versus the Milwaukee Bucks, led by Giannis Antetokounmpo and Stephen Curry. Let's see how game 1. Were we the best team in basketball? As a matter of fact, we were. 1 game better than the Timberwolves. 3 games better than the OKC Thunder. Let's see game 1 in Milwaukee. We win. By how much? 8 points. I'll take it. Every day of the week, a win is a win. Doesn't matter to me. Game 2 in Milwaukee. We split at home. We got to head back to OKC, tied 1-1. You got to win one in OKC, and we do. We take game 3. What? Huh? You're telling me they traded Jalen Williams for Zion Williamson? They had to have. There's no way they didn't. Thunder. A 1-for-1 of J-Dub for Zion Williamson. Game 3 in OKC. We win both. We go back to Milwaukee. 1 game away from an NBA title. Steph and Giannis. Oh my goodness. Game 5 at home. Can we take it and win Giannis Antetokounmpo a second NBA title? It is close. It is a 7-point game, a 3-point game in the fourth, 4-point game, 5-point game, a 1-point game. Oh my God, it's 1 point. It's a 1-point deficit. Oh my God, we're up 1 with a minute to go. I am going in. We're going to win this game on Milwaukee's home floor. We're going to pick and roll to Giannis. Oh, we didn't get the switch? All right. Well, I guess we run the floppy with Steph. The only play I know how to run. Nope.
Just 5 to shoot.
Giannis. Oh, I smoked it. They're going to get last shot, it looks like. Giannis has got to get back. Oh. Oh, we're getting the final shot. Okay, we're getting the final shot. We called the timeout. I forgot to change coach settings. We're going to try and end this series on a buzzer beater. I think we got to go to Giannis in the post. Got to go to Giannis in the post.
He'll call time. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
Here we go.
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
See, I'm going to try and go for the lob with Giannis to win the game.
Execute in these moments.
Here it comes.
Giannis a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And there.
You guys never saw that happen. It never happened. Game 6 in OKC. Oh, thank God. Oh, my God. Okay. Oh, my God. I just choked on air. The Milwaukee Bucks win the NBA title behind Giannis's 29-7. 2 steals, 1 block, 66-55-0 splits. We pick up Stephen Curry and Jamal Murray and go on possibly the best playoff run Giannis has had. Maybe in his life, who knows? Nothing's going to beat his first ring. And with that being said, that is going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys so very much for watching. Remember, I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. PST. On the screen now is a video that YouTube thinks you guys will like. Feel free to check that out if you're interested. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. Thank you for watching this Bucks rebuild. We got it done a whole lot quicker than I would have thought of. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.